right, moving on. Section 12 is comments from residents on non-agenda items. The first person to sign up for that was Mrs. Akins. Very short.
First of all, I want to thank Mr. Ritter actually right now for the words that you said, because you actually really touched me. And I really, truly wish this board actually believed in everything that you said.
What about the sweat on the?
I think she means about the forgiveness.
No, I mean about the fact that we should all be good neighbors.
Very good, thank
We should
you.
all be doing what's best for the children and not be favoritism or picking and choosing, because that's unfortunately what has happened. So
Before
I
you
do-
start,
I
can
do
you
wanna
state your
thank
name
you.
and,
Yes.
and your
And my what?
resident,
Oh.
your resident Monroeville, your name and resident?
My name is Tammy Akins, and yes, I'm a resident of Monroeville. My children are right there. Tyler Akins, he's in second grade, and Carson Akins, he's in kindergarten. And I want to thank you for finally letting me talk, because it's been a long journey since August 28th of 2017. All of you, well, most of you, I actually sent out an email sent by me, Tammy Akins, on March 29th, 2018, sent by my attorney. So just to make clear, I hope that you received it. If you didn't, I gladly send it to you. I assume that you actually did read the email. It was a 5-page letter, and that you should be aware of the circumstances and the unreasonable and unfair treatment my children, Tyler Akins and Carson Akins, and myself have received from the Gateway School District Administration, more specifically, right there, and the school board. And I'm going to jump right in, and I'm going to ask some direct questions. And I know that I'm probably not going to get answers, because that's how it's been for approximately, 7 months, 8 months? A little ridiculous. So the bullying occurred on August 28th. Actually, August 25th, I take that back. And I went to the school, and I told the principal, and she said it would be handled. Unfortunately, it wasn't handled. Another situation occurred, and my son was sobbing on the bus. I asked the bus driver if I could get my son. He absolutely granted me permission. He authorized me. I got on the bus. I got to my child. And at the moment, I actually didn't realize the bus driver told me who the child was, but thank goodness for videotape. And he actually did say who the child was. I was not even close to him. And I asked the child to please leave my son alone. Stop being a bully, because we're a no bully zone, right? We're supposed to be not bullies. And I asked him to be kind, just not be a bully, be kind. It was pretty nice, a nice lecture. Unfortunately for some people here, they decided to meddle in my business that wasn't their business. And they tried to cause conflict by going to the superintendent and actually not looking out for my children. Not once has anybody looked out for my children. You keep saying that there's a no bully zone, but yet I was not prepared by you to bully me. I went to the principal, I went to the superintendent, and my children were still in the situation. Nothing got resolved except for the fact that you chose to revoke me from University Park. So the fact is, yes, I got on a bus, never denied it, nor will I. But the fact is, why? Where are you at in the why? Because I don't see any of you taking the accountability and the responsibility that you should. You sit here and dictate that you're Gateway School District and you're looking out for everybody's best interest, but you are not looking out for them. I'm looking out for them. And that's what I've done this whole entire time, is fight all of you who are supposed to be doing what's best for them, and yet here I am. But then you have all these policies. You have the no bully zone, you have, oh wait, here's the other thing too that I was kind of interested in. You don't have a policy for a parent getting on a bus. So how am I the guideline? I'm clearly not the first person to ever stand up for their kids, nor will I be the last. So how is it that your remedy, you found it necessary to get me revoked out of my children's school? And then, not revoked, you after, oh wait, I forgot, you decided to have the police involved too. You had to have the police come to my house and try to press charges and all kinds of nonsense. Well, they decided, I didn't do anything wrong. Let's let her go. They didn't even want to be there. They were pressured by you. They let me go, no charges. I go back into my children's school. We're going to pretend like Miss Hoffner said, everything's going to be okay, nothing's going to happen. We're going to have a good year. And then here we go again. 6 weeks later, what do you know? You come back at me again. You you are not even actually going after the actual bully. That child was never even addressed until December 1st. August 28th, December 1st, not even the same. So you don't practice your own no bully zone, and you actually come after the mom who's protecting her children because you failed to do your job. Then I have to sit there and go back and forth that I'm not allowed in University Park, then I'm allowed in University Park, then I'm not allowed in kindergarten, then I'm just not allowed in second grade because people can't stay out of their own business. They have to get in my business. That's not okay. That is absolutely not okay. And then you have the discipline. So children who bully have disciplinary actions. I'm a parent who was protecting her child. My disciplinary action was to get revoked out of my children's school, but then you claim that you want parent involvement? They're so contradictory, it's ridiculous. So then I have to go out and go get an attorney because none of you will let me speak. And I know you're smiling at me, Ms. Faraci, but I just don't think that's appropriate. I think that's very condescending. And I'm going to say,
Actually, you need to wrap it up now.
Yes,
You have
I am.
about
I'm
30
requesting-
seconds, Mrs. Akins.
I'm requesting an apology from all of you to my children. I protected my children. You failed them. Failed them every single step of the way. You failed them at the school. You failed them on the bus. You failed them in this facility right now. And I'm done with it. I'm asking for the remedy of the remaining school year to include a refund of a $2,500 retainer fee that it cost me to stand right here. I should not have to do that. It's because of the Gateway School District has neglected and has negligent with my children. You made it perfectly clear since actually 3 years ago with Tyler, but you actually made it perfectly clear that my children don't matter to you. But they mean everything to me. They mean everything to me, and I will stand here again until you guys get it straight. You can chime, and I'll keep coming back until you get it.
Thank you. And I really wish I could respond to that, but I
I
cannot
know
respond
you
to that. Our attorney can respond to that.
I don't need to talk to him. I've had enough of him. And he knows that.
I guess that means you don't want to talk to me.
That means that you berate me and you try to humiliate me in a public setting and you do not do your job that you sit here and you speak that you do. Mr. Ritter
Okay,
is
time's up.
right on the right, then don't ask me questions.
I didn't ask you anything.
You just said, do you want to talk to me?
No, I said, do you want to talk? If you want to talk with me, come out the hallway afterwards. But not
That's not
here.
what you said. Oh, I forgot my water. And well, my water.
I think part of the reason why you're hearing the board not responding to these allegations is that there is some pending litigation, and I've advised them not to speak on those subjects. I just don't think it's appropriate. Plus, under the Sunshine Law, this period is called public comment, not public debate. And that's what generally you should be doing. You should be commenting to the board about what it is that's on your mind. But it's not a time to begin debates. But for the reason that there's litigation pending, I've advised the board not to respond to this.
Reverend Gallagher. Mr. Stephenport.
Chad Stephenport, resident of Monroeville. I will tread extremely lightly here, as I understand and well informed of litigation going on about a previous speaker. So I will speak in generalities. However, I think I would be wrong if I sat here silent, as people were just put on blast without true information being out there. If it wasn't for media being here, I probably would not speak, but I don't want this to give Gateway a black eye. I'm an alumni of Gateway, and I would like to defend the district on this matter. So I will simply say that dates that were given, just so everyone is aware, that would be the first day of school that this occurred, and it was not handled by the second day of school. I will state that it is illegal to enter a bus. The video of the incident is discoverable under Right to Know, the Freedom of Information Act. If anyone in the public would like to view the video, I won't speak any more to that. So I just want people to understand that there are things in place, there are times and there's processes in place, and it's not fair to come up here and blast one individual or board members or administrators for what one believes to be an inaction based off of the first day or the second day of school. So I do want to say that. I will also offer an apology, not to anyone specifically, again speaking in generalities, but to any child that is used as a pawn in asking for an apology. So if that has occurred to anyone out there, I am sorry, because that is not right for a parent, for a board member, for an administrator to use a child as a pawn. That's not what we're here to do. So I'll just leave it at that, but I did want to at least clear the air a little bit, understanding that there is a very clear other side of this coin, and I don't want to see Gateway receive a black eye over this. So thank you.
Thank you for your comments, Mr. Stuprenport. Is there anyone else who would like